Hi folks, and welcome here to Galena Sports Live. I'm Caleb Rose and you're watching varsity volleyball triangular here tonight between the Galena Bulldogs, the Chetopa Hornets, and the Baxter Springs Lions. Up first, we're seeing the Bulldogs face off against the Hornets. And getting us started off early here, an ace serve right there. And that came from number 16, Madeline Cole. Early on there, Cole having quite a few good serves. This time it's won by the Hornets. Putting it back over was number 7, Taylor Beard. And as for both of these teams, they've struggled thus far this season in triangular play. The Hornets are still looking for their first game win, their set win as well. The Bulldogs, here is Sarwinski. And as for their last triangular here at home, it was quite the feat. They were down one set and came back to win in 3. Right there, the spike went far from Raylan Downey. Checking in here for Chetopa is Grace Lance. And right there, that serve came from Kenzie Johnson. What a hit right there. That was from Blaze McNamara, the junior. And this has been a quick scoring game, but quite back and forth. Checking in here for the Bulldogs is Lexi Miller in for Kensington Holden. And she will serve here. A good deep serve there by Miller. A tip over saved by Sarwinski. And that was Downey, perfectly placed on the hit right there. Puts the Bulldogs up by 2. Here's Miller once again, a deep serve returned by Schertz. And trying to put back over, that was Lance, but wasn't able to get it there. Miller once again finding her groove, now her 3rd point served. And Sarwinski dived for it. That time it was Lance who was able to get the point with the lob placement. An early timeout here for the Hornets, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. I'm Caleb Rose. Next to me is my cameraman, Dominic Santiago. You're watching Varsity Volleyball live here on YouTube. Serving here for Chetopa is number 6. That's McKaylee Moore. Early back and forth. Chetopa struggling to keep it alive, and through the hands there of Cole. Putting it over was Taylor Beard. It's once again Moore to serve. And that one off to the left side, out of bounds. Serving now is Raylan Downey, the senior. That one was a great serve, just barely past the net. It's put back over there by Schertz. Perfectly placed ball there by Cole. Saved by Miller. And what a spike that was. That was Blaze McNamara. Had some power on that one. And that will put Downey back for another serve. That one returned right there by the Hornets. Miscommunication between Schertz and Lance. Downey back for another one. That one kept alive by Moore. A quick lob back deep to Sarwinski. Here's McNamara. And then Cole. That one goes short. Popped back over by Schertz. Sarwinski setting up the spike there for Cole, and what a one it was. Tried to save it. That was Kenzie Johnson, but not enough there. The Bulldogs looking to get into double digits here. Short one to the middle. And what a hit that was on the right side. That was McNamara once again. And the Hornets thought it was out. It was not. So now puts the Bulldogs in double digits at 10-4. Downey finding her groove on from behind the serving line. Popped back over, saved by McNamara. Here's Sarwinski. Cole with a quick lob, and it's there for another point for the Bulldogs. Popped up right there by the Hornets. And that spike was blocked by McNamara. Spike came from Gracie Schertz. Another serve from Downey. And she does not look like she's going to be leaving anytime soon. A miss hit by Moore. Bulldogs up 13-4 now. Kept alive there. It's Downey. Sarwinski over to Miller. And the Hornets struggling with communication here. Put up right there by Cole. And that one, like a baseball pop fly. It was Lance who tried to save it. Downey yet again with a great serve. They'll push it back, and just a quick lob over. And right there, that was Nicole Adams, who had the right idea, but was not able to get it inbounds, so a needed timeout here for the Chetopa Hornets. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. We are still seeing quite the run from Raylan Downey. Here's her serve once again. It continues to go deep, and it's flustered the Hornets thus far. Here's Sarwinski looking for Cole. She's also had a dominant set right there, finds herself another point. And after the first time out from the Hornets, you could see a little bit of momentum, but Downey's found her groove. Another one right there. Chetopa thought it was going over. It's Downey hit off the mark from Schertz. Another long one kept alive. That's McNamara. Lexi Miller looks to push it over. Abigail Miller keeps it alive. And point is awarded to the Hornets in what has been, I believe, 13 straight points for the Bulldogs. Now Chetopa needs a point here. They have to do something to keep it alive. The serve came from Nicole Adams, and they're not able to do that after a few miscommunications. Baxter Springs varsity team just arrived, and they are the team to watch tonight. That serve coming from Blaze McNamara, but Baxter Springs, according to Max Preps, is 16-9 at the moment. Certainly the fiercest of challengers here tonight. Right there, block came from Miller and McNamara. So here's McNamara back again, deep to serve. The lob over came from Beard. And another block right there. That was from Schertz. Awards the Hornets a point. So it is Gracie Schertz to serve. Kept alive by Lexi Miller. And passed off the mark. Another point here for Chetopa. Chetopa here in the first set is going to have to find some source of offense. They need some confidence going into the second set. They're managing to keep a great run here. Problem still remains communication. Here's McNamara. A pass up to Sarwinski. It's out of bounds. So the Hornets slowly but surely finding some momentum here. A long hit there returned by Downey. Came from Schertz. And right there on the block, that was Taylor Beard. And that one is long, out of bounds. Checking in here is Kensington Holden in for Lexi Miller. Abigail Miller on the serve right there. On the hit, that was Taylor Beard. And then it's Miller deep to the corner. And trying to put it over was Grace Lance. That's Abigail Miller. And hit came from Kinsey Johnson. Here are the Bulldogs trying to do something. And it is Taylor Beard trying to save it. Another Abigail Miller serve. That one was from Beard, placed perfectly. Right on the line, and gets the Hornets to double digits. Checking in here is number 12, Savannah Bond. Heading to the bench is Grace Lance. It's Bond here to serve. It's kept up by Holden. Then Cole keeps it alive. McNamara bumps it back over. And what a hit that was from Moore. The Bulldogs looking to do something with it. It's Sarwinski who scores that time with a quick lob over, so now game point here. Here's Madeline Cole serving. Sarwinski to McNamara. And it's kept alive. Here come the Hornets. Right there, that was Downey. Managed to keep it alive is Bond. Back to the Bulldogs. Here's McNamara to Downey once again, and this time it works. Set one is over, and it goes to the Bulldogs. So we'll be back here in just a moment for set number 2.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Question: what will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer: the drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. I'm Caleb Rose, and next to me is my cameraman, Dominic Santiago. We're done with set number 1, and it went to the Bulldogs after a dominant 25-10 win. So it's Downey who keeps it alive on the first set, and Taylor Beard is the first one to serve here. Starting off on the 4 here is Abigail Miller, Blaze McNamara, Mia Sarwinski, Raylan Downey, and Madeline Cole. And then Kensington Holden for the Bulldogs. Right there, that was Holden. Not able to get it over. A quick and early start here for the Hornets. And that one too far out of bounds. Starting off here for Chetopa, number 7, Taylor Beard. Number 10, Kenzie Johnson. Number 6, that's Michaela Moore. Right there, the point falls to the Bulldogs. Number 1, Nicole Adams. Number 9, that's Gracie Schurz. And then number 12, Savannah Bond. There on the serve, that was Madeline Cole. Perfectly placed lob right there. And that came from McKaylee Moore. Here to serve is Kenzie Johnson. And Chetopa finds himself up by 1. Sarwinski on the spike. And what a return right there. That came from Kenzie Johnson. Bulldogs just tried to get it over the net and didn't work, out of bounds. Again, Johnson on the serve, kept alive by Holden. And that was McKaylee Moore rejected by the net. It's Sarwinski back deep to serve. It's returned by Bond. And right there, that was Moore who hit it over. Here's Downey cross court. And Bond tried to set it, didn't work there. Here's Sarwinski again to serve her second. And it's popped up there. Bond dives for it. And miscommunication there after a rough pass. So it's Sarwinski again. Her third. Popped up by Bond. And yet again an off the mark pass. Here's Sarwinski again. This time it's deep and out of bounds. Serving here. That is number 6, McKaylee Moore. And just now checking in for Chetopa is Isabella Nash. Right there is McNamara. And the block came, but not quite enough there. Bulldogs lead by 2 now. Checking in is Lexi Miller to serve. Miller, a senior. And that one's short. Not quite there. Right there, serve came from Nicole Adams. And right there, block was from Gracie Schertz. Tie game now. Serving is Nicole Adams once again. That one's off to the left, out of bounds. Here's Raylan Downey. Off the mark there on the diving stop by McKaylee Moore. And Chetopa still looking for their first set win of the season. Downey with a perfect serve just in front of Moore. And hits the ground immediately. She was the one who served 13 consecutive points in the last set. Here she is once again. Perfectly placed ball right there. That was Gracie Schertz. And after this match, we will see Chetopa take on Baxter Springs, who we talked about has been a powerhouse in this league. That one knocked over by Cole. And pass or spike off the mark by Kenzie Johnson. It's McNamara to serve. Right there, perfectly placed served. That was McNamara. who had quite the run as well, serving last set. Popped up right there by Nash, and another Hornet point. Cuts the deficit to 4, or 3, my apologies. It's Nash. This one kept alive by Downey. Popped back over by McNamara. And pass off the mark from Schertz. And Holden checks in for Lexi Miller. And then Bond in for Nash. Right there, that was Abigail Miller on the serve. And miscommunication from the Hornets. So it's Miller to serve once again. Keeping it alive there. That was Schertz. That was Beard that time who knocked it over. Sarwinski with a short one. Here's Downey looking for McNamara. Sarwinski on another spike. This time it's out of bounds. And Chetopa has done a great job in the second set to fight back a little bit more. Find some momentum of their own. Right there, that was Cole who bumped it over. Perfectly placed ball. Downey looking to keep it alive. And that ball came from McKaylee Moore. That was Taylor Beard on the serve, and her serve is electric. Did some great things in the last set. Right there, the block was from Moore. That was Beard. Cole keeps it alive over to Downey. Here's Beard looking for Adams. Point in favor of the Bulldogs. They lead by 3. It's Cole on the serve. Bumped back over by Johnson. And McNamara with a quick lob. Sarwinski pops it up to McNamara. And it's just over, out of bounds. The intent was to set it to Downey, but didn't work there. On the serve, that was Kenzie Johnson. McNamara over to Sarwinski with a quick lob. And bumped back over by Schertz. Here's McNamara to Sarwinski, off the hands right there of Johnson. It's Sarwinski here to serve. That one deep to the right, kept in by Bond. And it is Schertz who knocks it back over. Holden keeps it alive, bumped back over by McNamara. And a double hit there by Schertz. It's Sarwinski to serve. And the Bulldogs have done a great job with their placement so far on the serving end of things. Hit came from Kenzie Johnson, and it's out of bounds. Sarwinski kept up by Bond. That is Schertz, and it's blocked right there by McNamara. Sarwinski again to serve. Her fourth, it's kept in by Bond. Over to Schertz, her spike off to the left. Sarwinski again to serve. That one deep right again to Bond. That's Beard who pops it over. Sarwinski with the set to Downey. Schertz keeps it alive. And that was Beard. Looked like she jumped too early on the spike there and was not able to get it over. And Sarwinski certainly finding her groove on the offensive side of things. A block again from McNamara, who's been dominant in the front. It's kept alive there. It's Moore. Miller with a save. Here's McNamara to Downey. Miller keeps it alive. McNamara with a quick lob back to Bond. Perfectly placed ball there. McNamara manages to keep it alive after a cold dive. And that one mishit off the hands of McKaylee Moore. What a save that was from Madeline Cole. Keeps the momentum going. Sarwinski with another serve. The Bulldogs just 2 points away from finishing off this match against the Chetopa Hornets. And that's Downey who hits it over. A great spike again, saved by Cole. It's not quite enough there. And checking in here is Isabella Nash. That's McKaylee Moore serving for the Hornets. McNamara with a hit right there to Taylor Beard. And that's going to put it at game point here for the Bulldogs. Lexi Miller checks in to serve. And right there, it's kept alive. Downey with the spike, and it's deep. Serving here for the Hornets is Nicole Adams. This one short, returned by Miller. And right there, that was Abigail Miller. And they'll award the point to the Hornets. That was a close call. And again, serving is Adams. This one a lob returned by Downey. Sarwinski looking for McNamara, kept alive by McKaylee Moore. Sarwinski returns it. There's Downey. That's Beard, mishits there, and that's going to do it for this match. In set number one, the Bulldogs come out on top 25-10. This time it's 25-16. Certainly a momentum shift for the Hornets as they now have to face the dominant Baxter Springs Lions. We'll be back here in a little bit here on Galena Sports Live.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Hi, folks, and welcome here to Galena Sports Live. Your matchup here is between the Galena Bulldogs and the Baxter Springs Lions. And the Lions coming off 2-set wins over Chetopa just a second ago. And your Bulldogs earlier beat Chetopa in 2 sets as well. The final score of those was 25-10 and then 25-16. Similar scores for the Lions. Both sets ending at 25-10. Certainly an interesting matchup this will be. The Lions, according to Max Preps, their record. And their starting lineup in serve order is number 16. And I do not have first names, but that will be Johnson. Number 3, Geisel. Number 5, Hall. Number 11, White. Number 17, Rion. And number 4, Kip. So starting off here for the Bulldogs, Abigail Miller, Blaze McNamara, Mia Sarwinski, Raylan Downing, Madeline Cole, and Kensington Holden. And this could certainly be the best match of the night so far. And I think we'll have a last-minute substitution, the libero, that is Weston. And she checks in for Kip for Baxter Springs. So serving here is Madeline Cole for the Bulldogs. And the last match of the last Galena home triangular went into 3 sets. It was a thriller, that's for sure. We'll see how this one goes. That's Downey who bumps it right over. Already a high-paced game. That's Sarwinski on the block there. Kept alive by Downey. McNamara to Sarwinski. Tipped up and kept alive by Geisel. There's McNamara. Sarwinski tips it over. Kept alive by Rion. Hitting it over there was White. And it's Holden who bumps it over. A spike on the left side, and that was White. And the fronts here for the Lions are scary to watch. A lot of length in the front, and their spikes are impeccable. Serving here is number 3, Geisel. Bulldogs trail early. On the left side, another one. Another kill there for White. And another serve that was Geisel, but not quite enough there. Here's Sarwinski. A short one off the net right there. Here come the Lions, another kill by White. And checking in here is Kip, and heading to the bench is Hall. The serve came from Weston. Sarwinski to McNamara with a quick lob. And a little bit of miscommunication there between the Lions. Bulldogs find themselves a point. And Lexi Miller checks in to serve. Heading to the bench is Kensington Holden. Another serve deep right. And what a block that was. That was Abigail Miller. Kept alive by Downey. Put over right there, and I think they're going to get her on the double touch. Serving here is White. And right there, put right back over. The front is scary. White, who just served, is almost playing near the net. It's kept alive right there by Geisel. And what a kill that was, number 16, Johnson. The Bulldogs trail by 3. Again, it's White to serve. A short one returned by Miller, pass off the mark, and hits the ground early. Another serve there from White. And that was Kipp, who was blocked right there. I believe that was Downey who blocked her. And another one, that lob off the mark there from Johnson. So back deep to serve is Raylan Downey. In set 1 against Chetopa, she served 13 consecutive points. We'll see if she can have that feat once again after that ace serve. Again, deep right attacking Geisel. Downey to Sarwinski. There's Cole on the lob, placed perfectly. Cuts the deficit to 1. A long one returned there by Weston. A bump over, that was Johnson. Here's Downey pushing it forward. Sarwinski lobs it across. And Johnson with the hit. A diving save by Cole. She gets up to return it again. And a block kills it all for Kipp. Back deep to serve is Rion. That one short, kept alive by Miller. McNamara bumps it over, and Kipp back again. Pass off the mark there from Downey. Certainly been a game of runs in the 14 points we've seen scored. Another one from Rion, popped up by McNamara. There's Downey getting it over. There's Rion. And the spike is deep. That came from Geisel. So it's McNamara to serve. We've seen some good things out of her from behind the service line. That one short, placed perfectly. And that was Weston who was not able to get it there. On the second one, it's deep right. There's Kipp, cross court, kept alive by McNamara. Downey to Miller. Across. And it's Johnson who knocks it back over. The Bulldogs managed to keep it alive somehow. It's Rion with the set to Kipp, kept alive by Downey. Here's Cole, cross court. Rion to Johnson once again. This time it's out. And that is, well, I'm not quite sure what happened there. They'll say it was a tip. So it's now 9-7, that point in favor of the Lions. A short serve placed perfectly right there. That came from Turley. Short left there from Turley. Here's Sarwinski, cross court. It's out of bounds. Turley once again kept up by Miller. And there's Cole. Rion with the set. Johnson looking cross court. And a kill there from number 16, Johnson. 5 points is the difference now. Turley still serving. Downey keeps it up. McNamara with the set to Cole, and it rolls off the hands of Hall. Checking in here for Baxter Springs is Weston. Heading to the bench is Kip. And then Holden checks in for Miller. A serve there from Abigail Miller. It's deep that time. Serving now is Johnson. And off the hands of Downey there. Johnson was the first one to serve here for the Lions. Already made it around the rotation. Another one there, this time again to Downey. The set goes for Cole. There's Rion keeping it alive. Johnson returned by Abigail Miller. A spike kept alive by Downey, and it's out of bounds. And what a spike in the front that was. I believe that was Hall on that one. A timeout here for the Bulldogs. We'll be back here in just a minute.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. I'm Caleb Rhodes, and next to me is my cameraman, Dominic Santiago. Your Bulldogs trail 15-8. And the Lions have certainly put up some good numbers in the front. They've been dominant there thus far, as they were against Chetopa. Right there, it's Cole. She's blocked by White. And it's really been White, Kip, and Johnson who have been so dominant in the front. There's Johnson. Miller thought it was deep. It stayed in bounds. Johnson there, popped up by Holden. That was Cole who gets the point after struggling to receive the serve from Johnson. Bulldogs move 4 back, and it manages to work out. It's Madeline Cole now to serve. Here it is now, short over the net. Rion looking for Hall, kept up by Downey. There's Sarwinski with a quick lob over. Rion again, cross court, and into the stands it goes off the hands of Downey. Trying to keep the ball alive, doesn't work out there. 9 points is the difference. On the serve there for Baxter Springs is Geisel. It's Holden who puts it over. Kept up by Weston. And what a spike that was there by White. She'll get the kill. Serve again from Geisel. McNamara pops it over. There's Rion over the middle. McNamara with the set. There's Sarwinski, placed perfectly, but managed to keep it alive. That's Weston. A great spike yet again by White, but it's called out of bounds. Sarwinski on the serve, returned by Johnson. Perfect placement there, kept alive by Downey. There's Johnson returning once again. Rion with the set. Kept alive after the block there from McNamara. Again, it's Hall. There's Cole keeping it alive. There's Downey. Cross court and tipped off the net. It will be in. 8 points is the difference. Still a lot of ground to make up, but certainly a lot of momentum in favor of the Bulldogs. Right there, that's Sarwinski. That one's deep and out of bounds. Serving here is Weston. That one kept alive by Downey. Sarwinski with the set right there to Downey, and it's out of bounds to the right. Again, we'll see Weston serve. That one deep, kept alive by Cole. There's Downey bumping it over. Rion with the set. There's Kip with a quick lob. Unexpected from her, and it's Abigail Miller who dives, but it's out of bounds on the other side. Again, Weston serving. Tipped over by Kip. Had to reach over there to get the points. And so 2 points away from the end of set number 1. We have a timeout, Bulldogs. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's identified, that there isn't something there before you make that crossing. Because in the end, we want everybody going home.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. 2 points away from getting the victory for set 1. Out come the Lions. Serving still is Weston. Downey will keep it alive. There's McNamara looking for the spike. Kept alive by Rion. Here's Downey, cross court. That's Hall. What a save there from Johnson. Sarwinski set up to McNamara. Kept alive by Weston. And the point is awarded to the Lions. So here is game point. Kept alive by Downey. And the Bulldogs managed to get a point there. That was Downey who knocked it over. And it was off the hands of White there. Here's Holden to serve. That one kept in by Weston. Rion with the set. Holden keeps it alive after the spike came from Kip. Another one here. This time it does it, so that's going to finish off set number 1. Or at least I'm pretty sure they have not changed the scoreboard yet. It will, in fact, finish off set number 1. Your final 25-13. We'll be back here at Galena Sports Live in just a few minutes.
I used to drive an ambulance as an EMT, and I've always tried to be a safe driver. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. In my car, if I see a truck or bus taking a turn, I know to take my time. When big vehicles turn right, they may swing wide to make the turn. If you try to sneak in, well, it's a lesson you'd rather not learn the hard way. When trucks and buses turn, let's you and I wait. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Everybody can make something because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
What would happen if I had to pick up the phone, call 911 for one of my family members or one of my neighbors? What would I do if no one was on the other end to respond? What if there was no 911? So you can be a part of the solution.
Anybody can be a firefighter. Male, female, younger, older.
We have school teachers. We have leaders in business.
Is me, you, anyone that wants to be. There is no typical firefighter.
Number one, obviously, is safety. We definitely call 811 to find out if there are any buried lines, fiber optic, whether it be telephone or pipeline or anything. Don't take a chance. Don't think you know and say, well, I don't remember anything being put in there. Call 811 and make sure that that's a
25-13 was the final for set number 1. The Lions coming out on top. Same starting lineups. The serve right there from Johnson. Here's Rion setting up another Hall spike on the left side. The Lions finding their groove here. Going right back to work where they started, or where they left off. Johnson with a perfectly placed serve, short right side, does it. They lead by 2 now. And Galena this year certainly has been a team of runs offensively. I believe it would be Cole serving us first. That one off the mark, but she's done some great things this year, and they need to get a point, get on the board, and see if they can't get something started. They trail by 3 now. It's Johnson again. McNamara to Sarwinski. A quick lob, perfectly placed there. That was Geisel. Here's her 5th point served. It's Johnson. That one returned by Downey. McNamara to Cole. Popped up by Rion. Across again to Hall. Kept up by Raylan Downey. McNamara to Downey. Kept alive by Johnson. Rion once again to Hall. This time blocked by the net for the first Bulldogs point of set number 2. It is Madeline Cole to serve here. And in their last home triangular, she served what I believe was 16 straight points. This time not the case, though, off the hands of Miller. So here is Geisel to serve. That one kept up by Holden, but it's out of bounds immediately. Here's Geisel once again. And that one hits the net. Here's Sarwinski back deep to serve. Short right there, kept up by Weston. Diving save by Sarwinski, and not able to get the job done. Checking in here is Kip for Hall. And the Bulldogs running on no depth. Lexi Miller was on the bench, but I'm not sure where she went. Weston on the serve, off the hands of Downey and out of bounds. So it's Weston to serve again. But first, we will have a timeout. We'll be back here at Galena Sports Live in just a moment.
The difference between gambling and having a gambling problem is worth knowing. Learn about the warning signs that you or someone you care about could be at risk. If you struggle with a gambling problem, or if you are impacted by a loved one struggling with a gambling problem, please get help. You can get confidential, no out-of-pocket cost assistance by calling the Kansas Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700 or at ksgamblinghelp.com. Know your limits. This message is brought to you by the Southeast Kansas Problem Gambling Task Force.
And welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. 10 seconds before we get play back underway. It's still Weston serving. And the Bulldogs have found little to no answer on the defensive side. It will be Downey to serve next, though, and we've seen her do some good things tonight. Right there, perfectly placed ball by McNamara. My apologies, it will be Holden. Next, it will be Downey. So here's Kensington Holden to serve. Deep right, returned by Johnson. There's Rion who lobs it over. McNamara looking for Downey. What a tip there by Kip. Popped up there by Weston. There's Kip once again. Another kill for her. She has been on fire tonight. Back deep to serve is White. And that one returned by Cole. There's Sarwinski. Cross court there, kept up by White. Blocked. Johnson's shot is. There she goes again. And yet again, the wall created by Miller, and McNamara does it. So here's Downey back deep to serve. That one short right, perfectly placed. It doesn't get better than that. That was Raylan Downey. And here she is once again. Again, to a similar place. This time the Lions adjust. McNamara keeps it up. There's Sarwinski. And again, another block from Kip. Right into a spike. She gets yet another kill. Rion to serve now. There's Sarwinski. McNamara bumps it over. And there's Kip with a perfectly placed lob. And apparently came off the foot of Holden, or Downey possibly. Play continues. There's Kip. That one inbounds. Rion to serve now. That one kept up by Abigail Miller. There's Sarwinski, and McNamara spiked, blocked by the net. Right there, Downey with the save on to Johnson, or Hall, my apologies. And what a spike that was again by Kip. She'll get another kill on her record tonight. It's Rion who continues to serve on what I believe is her fifth. The Bulldogs have yet to find an answer to Rion. It's mostly been long rallies on her serves, but it's got the job done. Here she is once again. This time it's short. The Bulldogs catch a break, so here's Blaze McNamara to serve, the junior. Short right side. It's kept up by Weston. Another spike by Kip. McNamara puts it back up again. And through the hands there of Kip. Here's McNamara back deep. A deep serve there and out of bounds. Checking in here for Baxter Springs is number 24, that's Turley. Holden keeps it alive. There's McNamara, who's blocked by the net. Here's Turley once again. A deep serve returned by Downey. McNamara to Cole. The set there, that's Johnson. And through the hands of Sarwinski, hits the ground. 10 points is the deficit now. A needed timeout here by the Bulldogs. We'll be back here in just a minute.
What will you find on all over-the-counter or OTC medicine packages to help you choose the right drug and use it safely? The answer? The drug facts label. This label lists the medicine's active ingredients and purpose, how much to take, and warnings you should know before using it. Remember, even OTC medicines you buy without a prescription can cause side effects you don't want. So follow the information listed on the drug facts label. For more information, visit fda.gov/drug facts label. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
Welcome back here to Galena Sports Live. Playback almost immediately, so here's Baxter Springs. It's Turley still serving, and Johnson gets the kill to get us started after the timeout. There's Turley, a deep serve. It's out of bounds. So here's Abigail Miller to serve. Checking in is Kip and Weston. Or my apologies. That will be White and Weston. There's Miller, deep serve, returned by Weston. Rion with the setup. Cross court there came from Hall. And off the mark pass there from Cole. Here's Johnson to serve. She started off in both sets. And served 5 consecutive points for the Lions to start it. We'll see what she can do here. What a kill there. That came from number 3, Geisel. Here's Johnson to serve. Right there, returned by Downey. McNamara to Cole. Perfectly placed ball right there to keep the Bulldogs alive. Serving here is Madeline Cole, who started us off in this set. Here she is now. That one short on the right side. So serving here is Geisel. A short one there, kept up by Cole. There's McNamara who bumps it over. On the left side, What a hit there by White, and Cole manages to keep it alive amazingly. Johnson's hit still up in the air. There's Rion to White, and that one out of bounds. So Sarwinski back deep to serve. There's Mia Sarwinski. Off the mark pass there from Weston. Here's Sarwinski once again. That one short, returned by Johnson. Cross court and out of bounds there, off the hands of Hall, that is. Sarwinski to Johnson. That's Hall. And it hits the ground. Or excuse me, that was White on the kill. Kip checks in for Hall. Here's Weston serving, kept up by Cole. There's Holden with the set to Downey. There's White. Cole keeps it alive. He's been great in the back, and then it's Downey who kills it. Holden to serve. That one deep, returned by Weston. There's Kip, kept alive by Sarwinski. McNamara to Downey, and point goes to Baxter Springs. Serving here is White. Downey with the return, miscommunication there. Off the hands of Johnson. So serving here is Downey. Her second time serving in this set. Off to the right side, kept alive by Geisel. There's Kip. What a play that was. That was Blaze McNamara. One-on-one with Kip and shuts her down. Game point here for Rion, who's serving. That one's short. Kept up by Abigail Miller. There's McNamara who puts it over. What a save by Weston, but it's not enough. The Bulldogs keep fighting. 8 points is the difference. Here's Blaze McNamara to serve. That one short, kept up by White. And the Bulldogs prevail. One more point. We'll see how it goes with McNamara's serve. But she's certainly done some good things from behind the service line tonight. Yet again, she keeps this game alive. What a save there. Pass, I believe that was Geisel who passed it just a bit off the mark. So here's McNamara. 6 points is the difference. Kept up by Weston. Geisel keeps it up. There's Abigail Miller. McNamara to Weston. Here's Rion. Kip with the kill, and that's going to do it here on Galena Sports Live. A late fight put up by the Bulldogs, but that is going to do it. They lose in 2 sets. The first one, the final being 25-13, and this one being 25-18. They came away with 1 game win. Baxter Springs had 2, and Chetopa with nothing here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Galena Sports Live. I'm Caleb Rose, and I'd like to thank my camera operator, Dominic Santiago, and we'll see you next time.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.